portable emergency room if you need assistance, but remain seated at all times.
The airplane crash sunset is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision of Steve.
We sit down and talk about what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep listening. Listen, man. Listen, I want you to close your eyes, okay? Now close. Bobby, get in. Get in.
Now you might think this set is so specific it's never been used in anything else but War of the Worlds, but it's actually been used in several projects over the years. You might recognize it from a zombie-themed photo shoot, America's Next Top Model. It's also used in several sketches from Key and Peele and a Habitat for Humanity episode of the TV series Community starring Donald Glover and Danny Pudi. Now, coming up on your right-hand side, as we round the corner, you see behind the bushes a cabin you might recognize from the Great Outdoors starring the late, great John Candy. That cabin has also been used in the movie Shooter starring Mark Wahlberg, Deja Vu starring Denzel Washington, but if you're a Trekkie like me, you'll see this cabin featured in Star Trek Picard, as will Riker and Deanna Troy's cabin. So definitely, again, we have no affiliation with CBS Access, but as a geek and a fan of great TV, definitely check out Picard. The pilot was amazing. It stars Sir Patrick Stewart returning to the role of Jean-Luc Picard and my dear friend Issa Briones as, well, you'll have to see the pilot to be able to see who she is. So if you take a look behind the cabin, you're seeing this giant blue wall known as Falls Lake. So Falls Lake was actually built here when our founder it was named after a waterfall that was here when our founder Carl Lumley first bought this property as a 200-acre chicken ranch. So when they started building sets around this area, they're like, let's name it after that waterfall that was here. So at the base of Falls Lake is a giant pit that can be filled with water or sand, whatever production needs. In fact, when it was in its original form, it was just that pit, and it was built specifically for Norman Bates to hide his victims in a swamp for the movie Psycho. But then in 1987, our studio added a big backdrop, a big wall for Jaws: Revenge. Now, after all the problems they had with filming the original movie Jaws in the Atlantic Ocean, they were trying to always figure out a way to be able to completely control the elements in the water for the subsequent sequels. Finally, for Jaws: Revenge, they were able to figure out to use Falls Lake and utilize it really well by building a big backdrop behind it. That was the largest backdrop in the world at the time. The biggest difference is on your screens, you're seeing that hand-painted sky,